Hello, Doctor. We are from BF30603, Financial Economic 2, Group 6. Today, we will like to present Chapter 6, the analysis of investment project. This is my group members. My name is Anvinan son of Kumar. My metric number is BB22161105. Today, I would like to present question 7. Leather Good Incorporation wants to expand its product line into wallets. It is considering producing 50,000 units per year. The price will be $15 per wallet the first year, and the price will increase 3% per year. The variable cost is expected to be $400,000 and will have an economy life of 5 years. It is fully depreciated using the straight line method. The discount rate is 15% and the corporate tax is 34%. What is the NPV of the investment? The initial investment is the cost of setting up the production of 50,000 wallets per year. Given that the total variable cost is 400,000 and no other fixed costs are specified, this is taken as the initial investment. So the initial investment equal to 400,000. Depreciation. The investment has the economy life of 5 years and depreciate using the straight line method. So the formula is annual depreciation equal to initial investment divided by economy life. So 400,000 divided by 5 equal to 80,000. The price of wallets start at $15 is in the first year and increase by 3% each year. For second year, the price is 15.45, the third year is 15.91, the fourth year is 16.39, the fifth year is 16.88. The quantity is remained the same for the all years, so 50,000. The revenue is calculated by price times with quantity for the year 1. 15 times with 50,000 equal to 750,000. The second year is 772,500. The third year is 795,500. The fourth year is 819,500. The fifth year is 844,000. Taxable income equal to revenue minus depreciation minus initial investment. So the year one, the revenue is 750,000 minus with 400,000 minus with 80,000 equal to 270,000. For the year two, 292,500. For year three, 315,500. For year four, 339,500. For year five, 364,000. Tax times with taxable income times with corporate tax rate. For the corporate tax rate is 34%. For year 1, 91,800. For year 2, 99,450. For year 3, 107,270. For year 4, 115,430. Year 5, 123,760. Net income equal to taxable income minus tax. For year 1, 270,000 minus 91,800 equal to 178,200. For year 2, 193,050. For year 3, 208,230. Year 4, 224,070. Year 5, 240,240. Operating cash flow equal to net income plus depreciation. So year 1, 178,200 plus 80 equal to 258,200. Year 2, 273,050. Year 3, 288,230. Year 4, 304,070. For year 5, 320,240. Discounted cash flow for year 1, 224,521.74. So year 2, 206,465.3. Year 3, 189,515.90. Year 4, 173,853.1. For year 5, 159,215.88. Net present value of question 7 is sum the discount cash flow for all years and subtract the initial investment. So the NPV equal to sum the discount cash flow minus initial investment. So 224,521.74 plus 206,465.3 plus 189,515.90 plus 173,853.1 plus 159,215.88 minus 400,000. So NPV 953,571.56 minus 400,000. The final MPV is 553,571.56.
My name is Kiran Arukinathan, matrix number BB22110504. Today I'll be presenting question number 8, and it will also be continued to be presented by my friend Laili. So first of all, in question number 8, Stainis Denisham Incorporate is contemplating buying a new machine that has economic life of 5 years. The cost of the machine is 1.242 billion kron and will be fully depreciated using the straight line depreciation method over the 5 years. At the end of the 5 years, it will have a market value of 138,000 kron. It is estimated that the new machine will save company 345,000 kron per year due to reduced labor costs. Moreover, it will lead to a reduction in the net working capital of 172,500 kron because of the higher yield from raw materials inventory. The net working capital will be recovered by the end of the 5 years if the corporate tax is 34% and the discount rate is 12%. What is the NPV of the project? So this is the question from question 8. For answering question number 8, first of all, we will have to find the depreciating expense. And for that, we'll be for using the depreciating expense formula, where which is initial cost minus salvage value divided by useful life. So the answer for depreciation expense is 220,800 kron per year. Moving forward is operating cash flow. For operating cash flow, we use the formula which is savings from reduced labor cost minus depreciation expense times 1 minus tax rate plus depreciation expense that we calculated earlier. So the answer for operating cash flow is 285,612 kron per year.
The formula for terminal cash flow is salvage value times 1 minus tax rate plus net working capital. So the final answer is 250,820. Next, the formula for NPV is negative initial investment plus annual operating cash flow divided by 1 plus discount rate square year plus terminal cash flow divided by 1 plus discount rates square years. So the answer is 206,523.
Hello everybody, my name is Muhammad Nazim Mijamilin. My matrix is BB20161118 and I'm going to present my task in subject Financial Economy 2. So this is my question. It's about PC Forever. It's a company that produces personal computer. It has been in the operation for over 2 years and at its capacity. The investment of this project expand the production capacity and requirement entirely outlay of 1 million 800,000 for the new equipment and the expected life of 4 years and 200,000 for the additional working capital. The price for one unit is increased by 1,000 unit as a result of the proposal expansion. The annual fixed cost, including dispersion of the new equipment, will increase by 100,000 and the variable costs are 1,400 per unit. The hurdle rate for this project is 20% per year and the company pays income tax at the rate of 40%. So my part is on question 30A. So what is the accounting break-even point for this project? So this is the formula I'm using here, and the formula is total fixed cost divided by contribution margin per unit. So the margin per unit is selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit. And to get total fixed cost, we have to fixed cost plus annual dissipation. And the annual dissipation, we have to cost equipment divided by years. So first you have to find the annual dissipation, which is the cost equipment at 100 and the years for 4 years. Here is the for we can get from here at 100,000 for equipment with expected life of 4 years. Here we at 100,000, we divided by 4 and we get 200. And the total fixed cost is 100. Here is the annual fixed cost, including the depreciation for the new equipment increased by 100,000. We have to, okay, on this part, we have to plus 100,000 plus 200,000. Here, we got 300,000. So in this part is contribution margin per unit. Selling price per unit is 1,800 and the value cost per unit is 1,400. We can get from here is selling price per unit and the variable cost is 1,400. My bad. So after we minus, we get 400, and after that we use the formula of accounting break-even point, which is here we already got total fixed cost. We have to divide it by contributor market per unit. So we divided it, we got 750 unit. So it says here the accounting break-even point is 750 unit per year. Here it said the company of the PC must selling the 750 annually to cover all the fixed costs, including depreciation. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Mama Hafiz B. Moshidi and today I'm going to present about question 13b. So question 13b is, what is the project's NPV, which is the project's net present value? So from the information given by the question, the project life is 4 years, the initial outlay or the investment is 1 million, comprised of 800,000 for new equipment with 4 years lifetime, plus 200,000 for working capital. The depreciation is 800,000 on a straight line basis for 4 years, which is 200,000 per year. Sales increase is 1,000 units. Selling price is 1,800 per unit. Variable cost is 1,400 per unit. Annual fixed cost is 100,000 increment. Tax rate is 40%. Discount rate is 12% per year. In order to find the project's NPV, we must find the operating cash flow per year over the lifetime of the project's investment, which is 4 years. So the operating cash flow formula is operating cash flow equals to earnings before tax, EBT, plus depreciation minus taxes. So we must find the EBT first. The earnings before tax formula is EBT equals to sales revenue minus variable cost minus fixed cost minus depreciation, where the sales revenue is when we calculate it is equal to 1,000 units multiplied by 1,800 per unit, which equals to 180,000. The variable cost is equals to 1,000 units multiplied by 1,400 per unit equals to 140,000 units. The fixed cost is equals to 100,000 per year. The depreciation is 200,000 per year. So we compute the information we got into the formula, which is equal to EBT equal to 180,000 minus 140,000 minus 100,000 minus 200,000, which is equal to 100,000 per year for the EBT. For the taxes formula is taxes equal to EBT multiplied by tax rate. So the taxes, when we compute the information we got from the question, taxes equal to 100,000 multiplied by 0.4, which is 40%. Then we got the taxes of 40,000. So the operating cash flow is equal to 100,000 plus 200,000 minus 40,000, which equals to 260,000, which is the amount required, the amount of payment required to run the project. Then we discounted the annual operating cash flow using a modified NPV formula, which is NPV equals to the sum of PMT, which is the payment, divided by in bracket 1 plus R to the power of N, which is the number of period, plus the present value of the investment, which is FB divided by 1 plus R to the power of N, and minus it by the initial investment. So you must find the discounted cash flow per year first. For year 1, we got 232,143. For year 2, we got 207,270. For year 3, we got 185,067. For year 4, we got 165,237. Then we find the present value of the working capital investment, which is 137,104. Then, based on the calculation that we already done, we compute it into the modified NPV formula, which is first the sum of the discounted cash flow per year, which we got 789,717, plus the present value of the working capital investment, which we got 137,104, minus the initial investment, which is 1 million, which we got NPV equals to minus 83,179. So since the NPV is negative, it would not be profitable for the company to invest in the expansion of the project, meaning that the project will not be continued by the company. Then we proceed to the next question. At what volume of sales will the NPV be zero? In order to find the sales volume when NPV is zero, we must find or calculate its current cash flow using the following formula, which is the present value of the PMT, which is the operating cash flow, equals to the initial investment minus present value of the FB, which is the working capital investment. In bracket, working capital cost 12%, which is the discount rate, and 4, which is the period of the investment lifetime. So we compute the information given by the question. 1 million minus the PV of the working capital investment, in bracket 200,000, 12%, and 4, which will get 1 million minus 137,104 equals to 127,896. Then we solve it for the PMT, which is PMT FB equals to, in bracket, 827,896, 12%, which is the discount rate, 4, which is the lifetime of the investment, of the project investment, where PMT equals to 137,896 multiplied by 12%, which is 0.12, divided by 1 minus, in bracket, 1.12 to the power of 4, of negative 4, equals to 99347.52 divided by 0.3645, which we would get 272,558. And then lastly, we must find the number of units per year, which we equate to Q, that corresponds to the current cash flow using cash flow formula. So the cash flow formula is cash flow equals to net profit plus depreciation. And then we modified the cash flow formula, which we will get 1 minus tax rate, in bracket and in smaller bracket, selling price minus variable cost, minus total fixed cost, and minus depreciation. Based on the definition given by the question, we compute it into the modified cash flow formula, which we will get 1 minus 0.4, in bracket 400 Q minus 300,000 minus 200,000 equals to 272,558. And then we modified the calculation again, which we will get 0.6, in bracket 400 Q minus 300,000 equals to 72,558. Then we divided the 72,558 by 0.6, which we will get 120,130. And then we bring the 300,000 to the other side of the formula, which we will get 400 Q minus, equals to 120,930 plus 300,000. And then we modify the calculation again, which we will get Q equals to 420,930 divided by 400, which we will get 1,052.33 units, which equals to 1,052 units per year, which is the number of units per year that corresponds to the current cash flow.
Greetings, my name is Azrin Izwan bin Kusairi and my metric number is BB2211041, and I will present question 16. The question is, Real Estate Incorporated has purchased a building for $1 million. The economic life of the building is 30 years and it will be fully depreciated using the straight line depreciation method. The discount rate is 14% and the corporate tax rate is 35%. Assume there is no inflation. What is the minimum lease payment the company should ask for? Assume the lease payment is due immediately. Then the answer is, to calculate the minimum lease payment, the NPV of the lease payment must be equal to the cost of the building after accounting for the tax shield benefit from depreciation. So the first step is to calculate the annual depreciation. The building is fully depreciated over 30 years using the straight line method. The formula for annual depreciation using straight line method is cost of the building divided by economic life. So the cost of the building, as it is stated in the question, is $1 million, and the economic life is 30 years. So we divided these two numbers, and it would be equal to 33,333.33 dollar per year. Then the second step is to calculate the annual tax shield from depreciation. The tax shield is the annual depreciation multiplied by the corporate tax rate. So we substitute the number into the formula, which is annual tax shield equal to 33333.33 multiplied by 0.35. Then the annual tax shield will be $11,666 $67 per year. Then for the third step, we calculate the present value of the tax shield. The tax shield is an annuity over 30 years at a discount rate of 14%. Using the present value factor for a 30-year annuity due, the formula for present value factor annuity due equal to 1 plus R, which is interest rate of the period, multiplied by 1 minus 1 plus R, number of N, which is the number of the period, divided by the R, which is interest rate. Then we substitute the number into the formula. It would equal to 7.0027. Then the present value of the tax shield is annual tax shield multiplied by present value factor. Annual tax shield is $11,666 $67 multiplied by 7.0027. It would equal to $81,698.17 USD. Then for the fourth step is to calculate the after-tax present value factor for lease payment. The lease payment are taxable, so we must account for the after-tax effect. After-tax present value factor equal to 1 minus tax rate multiplied by present value factor. Then we substitute the number into the formula, which is 0.65 multiplied by 7.0027. It would equal to 4.55176. Then for the fifth step is to solve for the minimum lease payment. The present value of lease payment must equal the cost of the building minus the present value of the tax shield, which is $1 million equal lease payment multiplied by after tax present value factor plus present value of the tax shield. Then we rearrange to solve for the lease payment, which is lease payment equal to cost of the building minus present value of the tax shield divided by after tax PV factor. We substitute the number into the formula. It would equal to lease payment equal $1 million minus $81,698.17 divided by 4.55176. Then the final amount of the lease payment is 201,747 USD per year. Thus, the minimum lease payment the company should ask for is 201,747 per year. That's all from me. Thank you.
In conclusion, the size of a dividend does not affect a firm value because the value is determined by its ability to generate future cash flow and growth potential, not dividend policy. According to Modigliani and Miller, dividend irrelevance theory in perfect markets, shareholders can adjust income by selling their share or reinvesting dividends. Models like the dividend discount model (DDM) and the price to earning (PE) ratio show that a firm value depends on growth and earning potential, not the absolute dividend size. Thus, whether a firm retains earnings or distributes dividends does not inherently inherently impact its intrinsic value. That's all from us. Thank you.